I don't push my recovery on anybody. I think I loved drugs for a long time, and I used to love weed, and then I did a cool drug, and then I was like, I'm done with weed. Yeah, and it's okay. How many of y'all love weed? It's okay. Yeah, not a fan. The thing that bugged me about weed is that when I was in high school, me and my friends would smoke weed to get high, and we made it weird, and we'd make our own bongs. This was all Tango Wild stuff, and it was really special. I would get high with my Indian friend, and we had secret codes we would use, and I'd call like, would you like to go to spot number 18 to partake in some chronification? And he'd be like, yes, I would like to join you at spot 18, you know, and like we had all this shit, like it was like fun. It was like we were like spies, but we were just losers, you know. But then check this out, I went to jail, right? And I got out and I was like, man, I'm bummed out. You know what make me feel better? I'm gonna get high with right? I call it, by the way, in prison right now. That's neither here nor there. Yeah, I always feel bad for like Indian folks when they went to prison and shit, because like when I was in the Thurston County Jail, like there was like a table of white inmates, 3 tables of white inmates, a table of black inmates, a table of Mexican inmates, but then there'd be this other table that would just be kind of like a Cambodian dude, like an Indian dude, and like a Vietnamese dude. I always felt bad because they don't fucking know each other, you know? Yeah, it's just the only table left. Yeah, it's a weird place to learn about race relations. But anyway, anyway, I called up my friend and I go, would you like to partake in some chronification? Let's go smoke some weed. And he's like, you mean cannabis, my medicine? It was like 3 months ago, we were fucking stoners, and now you're a patient? Like, what happened? And it changed, you know? And here's the thing, like, I don't yuck anyone's yum. If you smoke weed because you have a medical condition and it relieves that condition, and, like, you don't get weird on it and wind up drinking and smoking meth eventually, cool. You know? But that's the thing is guys like me, right? Like, I can't smoke weed, right? Because if I smoke weed, it makes me want to drink. And then if I drink, I'm going to do like a cool drug. You know? But now all of a sudden, like, he's like, oh, what's my medicine? Because the thing, I can't, if my back hurts, like, I can take, like, Tylenol or, like, aspirin, you know? Like, that's my medicine. If weed's your medicine, that's fine. But I don't have like a blacklight Tylenol poster on my wall. You know, I don't listen to Tylenol music. You know what I mean? It's very confusing, you know? I took 2 Advil in the morning. I took 2 Advil at night. I can only take Advil for pain, or else I'll get in a fight. I just wrote that last word. Yeah, I was fucked up, man. It's hard, man. But yeah, I was rough, man. I got dumped by a girl that drank Robitussin all the time. You know how much that fucking hurt? You ever have that happen? She goes, Sam, you need to get your shit together. I'm like, you're drinking Robitussin. You just stole that from Fred Meyer, and now you're dumping me? That's some bullshit. Because I did meth. I dated a gal, and she did heroin all the time, and I did meth. And it was like, we'll just meet in the middle. You know? And she left me, too. She left me, had a fucking needle hanging out of her arm. She's like, you're fucked up. I'm like, I'm fucked up, you're fucked up. It's messed up, man. Me and that girl, we found an abandoned house together. We were always fighting. We were always fighting. And we broke into this abandoned house to spend the night. And then we'd have great sex, but then she'd want to leave me in the morning, and we'd found this house the night before together, and then in the morning she was like, I think you need to leave, and I'm like, you don't have fucking jurisdiction here. Yeah, as far as this house goes, we are tied. You on the lease? That's good. That's a new joke. I might stick that one around. Yeah, it's got legs. Yeah, motherfucker. I think that I'm still mad about it. I think that's why it's gonna like, what the fuck, you fucking leave. I was at a party. I always wanted to be a hero. And it was hard because I didn't have any money and I was a coward. So it's tricky being a hero. It's harder being a hero when you're a coward. That's the essence of the thing, I guess. Yeah. I'm just kind of figuring some of this out. Anyway, we were at this party. We ran out of booze. Nobody had any money. And I was like, it's a good thing I'm here. Because I know a trick. I call it ultimate couponing. Do you remember that show, Extreme Couponing, on TLC? And they're like spending hours cutting all this shit out. I'm like, I got a better deal than that. Yeah. Extreme couponing. Yeah. It's a buy one, buy none special. Anyway, I was like, I got this. So I go to Albertsons, right? I go to the back. I grab 2 big jugs of Rossi, right? You always grab 2 because that's how many hands God gave you. Yeah, I never got it when people would only steal one thing. I'm like, you have 2 hands. Unless it's heavy. Anyway, I steal these 2 jugs of Rossi, right? And I'm going back to the party. I got to go through these woods. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring 1 jug of Rossi back to the party so I'm a hero. And then I'll hide 1 jug next to this tree in the woods. And then after I'm a hero, I'll go get really drunk in the woods where I belong. So I go to the party, we drink the bottle of wine. I'm like, I was really excited to get out of there because I knew I was going to get to drink in the woods by myself the way I want to. And I wouldn't have the judgmental eyes of all these other criminals I was with. So I go to the woods to find my jug of Rossi that I put next to the tree. I don't know if you guys know this. There's a lot of fucking trees in the woods. That is the essence of woods. Is the amount of trees that I could not, for the life of me, find that jug of Rossi. But luckily, Albertsons was right there. So I went in to grab 2 more jugs of Rossi, not realizing that there was a police person parked in front of was parked right there. Because they were responding to the previous shoplifting that I had done 10 minutes prior. 10 minutes. I've been doing comedy in prisons a lot lately. I like it. I like doing comedy in prisons because 80% of my money as a professional comedian I make on Fridays and Saturdays. That's just when most shows are. And generally those shows will start between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. That's just the industry. But what's nice is you can do a comedy show at a prison at 4 p.m. on a Tuesday. They're there. Yeah. They're rearing to go. Yeah, they're so happy you're there. You know? Usually when I do comedy, it's for short timers, people doing like not a lot of time left on their sentence. But about a year ago, I got to do a show at, I'm not going to tell you which prison because I don't want to give too much of this away. But it was for what was called the Lifers Club. So these are all people that have life sentences without parole. If you want to know the stats, there are 5 Dateline episodes and 2 Lifetime movies in that prison. Okay. Yeah, that's how many. There's a lot of famous killers and shit. Like, people are fascinated with this serial killer shit, you know? And most of these are just, like, regular killers, you know? Because I learned this, right? Is it like regular murderers don't really get along with the serial killer weirdos? You know, like they killed somebody because somebody would like slept with their wife or it was like gang shit, but they didn't be like, I'm gonna carve a map on their butt. You know, like that's weird, right? That's some weird shit. You know? It's like, golly, man, you're weird. Like, I only murder people with blue hair. They got Volkswagen Jetta, you're dead. You know, like what the fuck? Anyway, I'm doing this show. Everybody's laughing hard. I'm doing a really good job. That's when I learned something about the inmates of America. You think like all my jokes about crime and drugs would do very well in the prison. They don't. They already heard all those ones. What they love is when I joke about my love for big women. I love big women, okay? And if you want to know what unites the inmates of America, it's fucking big women, man. I don't know what's going on. Correlation, causation, who's to say? But something about crime makes me love big women. It's perfect, you know? Yeah. Make some noise for big women real quick. I just like big people, man. I've been everywhere doing comedy now. I go to LA. It sucks. There's no other fat people in Hollywood. I hate that shit. Every time I see another fat person in Hollywood, I give them like a nod. I'm like, I see you, chunker. Stay strong. Yeah. You know what's cool? I also get to go to Iowa, man. Woo-wee. There are a lot of fat people in Iowa. That shit rules, man. Some big fuckers out there. Hell yeah. I know there's a lot of fat people in Iowa because all the toilets are loose. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's when you know you're in big people country. Got the loose shitter, you know. Remember, I stopped, the first time I went to Iowa, I stopped at a rest stop. I sat on the toilet. I just kept going back. I was like, whoa. Had that gap in the caulking smiling at me. You're home. Yeah, I like Iowa. I like the Midwest, man. Hey, if you have